Hey Thornton Choir, it's Miss McCormick, and today I'm going to walk you through how to log into Google Classroom, and I'm also going to explain some of the instructions for our listening project that is due in a couple of weeks, so let's get started. So I'm starting at my Google home screen, and I'm going to Google Classroom. And you need to make sure you're logged in with your Cypress Fairbanks ISD email. So now I'm going to create or join a class. So if I go to that, I'm going to join a class, and I'm going to join the Varsity Girls class, but I'm going to put on the screen here the codes for the other classes. And that should bring you to this screen here. Now, if I look down here, there are a bunch of assignments starting with March 31st. There was one that says, have you ever logged into Google Classroom before this? This was a yes or no question. You can easily turn that in. One of these is a warm-up that was assigned last week. If I click on this picture here, it shows me the warm-up, and after I've taken a good look at it, I can select my answer over here for the warm-up. And then there's a check-in right here for this week of April 5th through April 11th. Take a quick look over here below the answers. On every assignment, there's an opportunity to put a private comment. This is something that will be reviewable by any of the teachers of your class, but it will not be visible to any other students. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask that in this private comment section. A bunch of y'all have already utilized this feature. So I'm going to go back. So the biggest assignment is called CHOIRantine Madness. This one is advanced treble, and it explains the instructions here. Essentially what this project is, an opportunity for you to get to listen to new choir music that you may not have heard before. All you have to do is listen to 2 to 4 choral pieces a day, and they are provided for you. The assignment is due April 23rd. That is a Thursday. This assignment should not take more than 15 to 20 minutes a day. As it says right here, it's meant to enrich your day, not take over. The specific instructions are on the attached song list, so let's go there. So here is the advanced treble version. If I scroll down here, it says day 1, bracket 1, and then there's a link to each of the songs. There's a recording, and there's a little blip under each one that tells you a little bit about what the song is and what it means, and maybe something musical in there that you can listen for. Day 1, bracket 2 is right here, and I'm going to show you what the bracket looks like. If I go over here to the choir bracket, each of the classes has a different bracket that has different songs on it. The advanced treble is yellow, and then the other ones are different colors. So I'm going to go back. This is the worksheet. Every time you choose a winning song, every time you choose which one you like more than the other, you need to write a short little 3-sentence paragraph about why that song won. This is a form that can easily be recreated on a piece of paper. All you have to do is make sure that you say which song, which day, which bracket it is, and then your 3 sentences. 1 or 2 paragraphs are expected per day to listen to, which is no more than 6 sentences per day. So that shouldn't be a problem for you. So as an honorary member of the Varsity Treble Choir, I went ahead and printed out the Varsity Treble Choir bracket, and I probably spent about $3 of ink on this, so you don't necessarily have to do that. You can easily write this out on a piece of paper. You don't need to print off any of the PDFs if you don't have access. This can easily be duplicated on a piece of paper and then scanned and uploaded or emailed. we're not really concerned about it looking exactly perfect. We're concerned about you putting in the work. So if you don't have a printer, don't worry about it. I just printed mine out so I could explain it better to you and to point out some things. So if we look at the top left corner, it says the first song for the varsity girls is The Poet Sings. This is the same that the non-varsity girls are doing, by the way. 6th grade girls, it's different. And then the boys' stuff is different. But for the non-varsity and varsity girls, it's going to be the same. So the first song is The Poet Sings, and the second song is Even in the Storm, Dance. So if I were on day 1, which would be Monday, April 6th, so if you're looking at this and it's not Monday, April 6th, it's after that, you probably need to go ahead and get started, because that's technically day 1. So if I look at the first 2, and I listen to both of them, and I decide I like The Poet Sings better, I'm going to write that in this little thing here, and then I come over to this sheet, which can also just be done on a sheet of paper, or I'll show you another way that you can fill out your little paragraph in just a second. If I go here and it says winning song for day 1 for bracket 1, put The Poet Sings here, and then I write 3 sentences about why I liked that one better than Even in the Storm, Dance. So I would just talk about what I liked about it, if I liked the melody in particular, if I liked the group better, if I liked the dynamic contrast, whatever you want to write about that you felt like really spoke to you more so than the other song. So I'm going to write my 3 sentences, and then I go to day 1 bracket 2, which is right over here. Sign No More Ladies and We Are Blessed. So I listened to those 2 recordings, which are on that long PDF that we looked at earlier. And you click on the links to both of those, you listen to both of those, decide which one you like better. Let's say I like We Are Blessed better. I write We Are Blessed in this little box, bracket 2, and I write my 3 sentences along with the title. And then I'm done for day 1. Once I get to day 2, I start looking at the bottom of the left side of the page. So I have Odie, Heart We Will Forget Him, Ad Astra, and El Condor, and we go to those ones over there. Day 3, we switch over to the right side of the page, and we go with these 4, and we narrow those down. And then at the bottom of the right side of the page is for day 4. Day 5, which is technically Monday, the 13th, since we don't have school on Friday, you would start back over here on the left side of the page and find a winner between the first 2 that you did on day 1. So if my winners were The Poet Sings and We Are Blessed, I need to choose between those 2 which one I liked better, and I'm going to write it in this box here. Once I've done that, I go to my worksheet that has all of the little paragraphs, or however you're going to be writing out your paragraphs. So if I liked The Poet Sings the best of all those 4, then I would compare it in my 3 sentences to We Are Blessed. I don't compare it to the other songs because that's not how brackets work. Once you get through day 5, you go to day 6, you do the same thing, get all of these here, and then by day 11 you'll have your grand winner. And so every time you pick a winner, that's when you have to write a paragraph about it. And by a paragraph we mean 3 sentences, which is a really short paragraph. So you can do it, promise. That's how that's going to work on the bracket itself. Again, if you want to write this out on a piece of paper, draw it, and then scan it or take a picture of it and then turn it in that way, that's totally fine. And now we're going to go over another way that you can turn in the writing portion of this if you would prefer. Okay, so now that we've gotten to take a look at the bracket and what it entails, let's take a look at another way that you can show your work. I clicked on Add or Create, and I'm going to go to Google Docs. This pulls up my own Google Doc that I can type whatever answer I want to, and I can start by imitating what the form looks like. So I can say day 1, bracket 1. Once you have your 2 paragraphs for day 1, it is automatically saved. You don't want to press this turn in button until it's completely done. You can just go back, and then once you go back to the regular page where the assignment is, yours is already there. So you can click on it and add to it at any time, and it won't get deleted or change. Once you press turn in, we'll assume that you're completely done with it, and then we'll go take a look at it and grade it. I hope this video was helpful for you to be able to get started on this project. If you have any questions, you're welcome to email me, Mr. Reese, Mr. Passmore, Ms. Hanson. Our Google Voice numbers have also been sent out. My contact info is available on my faculty webpage. You can also do a private comment in those Google Classroom assignments. We can respond to those, so just let us know if you have any questions, and we're happy to clarify. I hope you have a safe April Madness, and I can't wait to see you all as soon as possible.